With some auto tune, you would sound fire.
Where we talk about all things sent to provoke you and how to navigate through those things, and also our up and coming studio session. Apparently,
have you been provoked lately?
Absolutely.
Have you? I feel like have I?
Oh, we should do like a check-in. It's we're in the second quarter of the year.
Yes,
I definitely got provoked last week.
With what?
Oh,
you just opened the door.
Shanice was like, "That was very unprovoked."
Absolutely, JoJo. Speak my language. Oh, send it to me, please.
They're about to gamble.
JoJo
I need some pics. I need to come up.
Yeah, send it to me. I need to come
be just
up.
my luck. Bitch lose all her money. Kim was provoked last week. What happened?
I don't know.
And we've been doing good.
Yeah, liquor won. And I'm not even a mean type of drunk person, but I guess just how I felt. Just
Kim's like a little pressure cooker though. Like Kim can take a lot. And a lot. And then once she explode, baby girl explode.
And here I am like, I don't see what you did wrong.
Because, okay, look, this is what I say. I say all the time, right? All three of my friends, I mean, all three. I'm counting.
Right, all three.
All three, because I talk to myself.
We're a small group.
I call both of them. Only Brittany answered. So, Brittany was like, I'm telling her the story, and she's like, oh my God. Oh my God. She's like, what is wrong with you? And then I tell Shanice, and Shanice's like, like regular. Like I didn't tell her nothing out this world.
What's the climax?
And I'm like, that was it.
But okay, because were you waiting for the climax because you're like, I'm not surprised that Kim did it?
I was waiting for the climax because why do you feel bad? Like, what was the part that I'm supposed to be like, damn, Kim, like, you should feel bad about that. I didn't see anything wrong.
See, I didn't either. I was surprised.
You were surprised.
This is the thing. I was surprised at the things that came out of Kim's mouth.
The sum of the story is some of the things that came out of my mouth was very crazy.
Wild. And it was just like...
But, like, was it really, though? And then when I apologized, I didn't apologize for what I said.
At all. I said, like your tone.
I apologized for how it came out.
But she was very hell-bent on what she said.
Right. So what was the problem? I was still trying to figure it out. I'm eating my cereal like, okay, what was the problem?
She was dead just like, She was like, okay, what's up? What happened? I'm like, Shanice.
Meanwhile, I'm like, how could you
I laughed a little
say
bit. I'm
this
like,
so
what?
crazy? I'm not surprised she said it. It's just
I wasn't surprised.
The shit that come out your mouth, bro, like, treacherous.
Oh, I got a topic.
What?
Shout out to Jackie_vibes.
Period.
She said, hey ladies, I saw a clip of your podcast on TikTok. From that one clip, I've been hooked. I enjoy the content, but I think I have an interesting topic. And then they tagged us in the video.
Okay.
Oh, I think I remember. I saw it. You reposted it.
Yeah, so I'm going to play it and I'm going to let y'all.
Okay. All right. I remember seeing this.
So my paycheck gets direct deposited to my man's account. And he usually gives me between $75 to $100 a week for allowance. I feel it's only right because even though we both pay...
We get the gist of it.
That's all we need.
In what world?
She gets her allowance and she was saying like some weeks if she wants her hair, nails, and toes done, she can't. She has to pick which to get done each week because it's only a certain amount she gets each week.
First of all,
now, JoJo, you know,
okay,
over
Britt,
here.
Honestly, Britt,
I just want to give it because, feel me, a supporter gave it.
I'm gonna let you
us.
have that one, Britt.
Why you gonna let her have it? Because you don't want to get destroyed?
No, it's not even about. Because I feel like we're gonna say the same thing, but Britt is gonna articulate it in the manner that's gonna come up like fuck out of here. I'm gonna be like fuck out of here. Britt is gonna articulate it. So go ahead, Britt.
A fook out of here. Like what the no, not happening. Like when I saw that, I was like, "Is this clickbait?" Because it's no way. It's no way.
No, but I won't say there's no way because I have heard of stories of women that give their entire paycheck to their man
and get a 75. You know what?
All right, so now look, let's break it down. How do you feel about the if he pays all the bills, you give him your check.
No.
How are you paying all the bills?
Normally,
I'm paying the bills then. Why am I giving you my check?
I could just pay myself.
That's the why. Why am I giving you my check? What's the rationale behind me giving you my paycheck?
The whole check?
That's
crazy.
And then it's like $75 to $100. What the fuck am I doing? Nothing.
I feel like that's like you're treating your girl like a kid. You know what I mean?
Literally,
I'll give you an
I was getting $100 allowance at 12.
A pedicure alone is $60. Like,
she said she used the word allowance.
Yeah.
Like,
how old are we here?
That sounded okay.
Tell you when to eat and shit too.
That's why I'm like this.
But with $100, what the fuck is you doing?
Fuck the $100. Why are you giving?
Why
check?
are you getting an allowance?
So there was
from your paycheck.
Damn, I wish I had it saved in my phone. But anyways, there was somebody broke down like regular girl versus non-regular girl. She might just be a regular girl.
No, I'm a regular girl.
You're not a regular girl.
I'm a regular girl.
No, you're not.
What's a regular girl?
You want me to go through the fucking explanation again?
Please.
Okay. Because let me tell you something. I feel like I'm a regular girl. If I work, me and my partner both work, and we're gonna pay the bills, you gonna either leave that money on the dresser or the counter. I'm gonna leave the money on the dresser or the counter. Whoever paid,
we might even have a little joint situation.
Right.
Regular girl likes the basic of life, such as working a 9 to 5, having a nice home, husband, kids, family, takes trips every once in a while. They have thoughts of living a boss life, but don't really put forth the energy towards it because she's comfortable with the everyday life of having a steady job, going out with her friends here and there, and coming home to a nice apartment. Other girls, non-regular girls, doesn't accept life for what it's given. They want more. They strive for the big picture of life where they can come and go as they please, the vacations whenever they want, buy whatever things they want. They take pride in their appearance. She likes to look good, not for others, but for herself. She knows what type of man that she wants to add to that picture and is not going to settle for anything less.
That could kiss my ass. In a nutshell.
You don't think you're a regular girl?
I don't think that makes any sense.
How it don't?
Because somebody wrote that out and said this is like
their idea
of a regular girl.
Because I don't think that describes a regular girl.
How it doesn't?
What's your idea of a regular girl? That's bullshit.
A girl, you would say a regular girl is just a girl that works a 9 to 5.
A girl that just is regular. Like she just is okay. Rich, you're not a regular girl either. You just said I want to jump on a plane whenever I want to. Listen, that's not regular.
I want this gonna be Kim in the comments now because they gonna say
once you make a certain amount of money, you stop being regular.
But what's the certain amount? That's indifferent to everybody.
That's what you're saying.
Oh,
you said what?
Like, all right, but say her job, she's balling at her job.
But
she's
even
not
if it's not even
no
about
more.
that. It's about even if say you can easily be a regular girl and have OD money, but you don't give a fuck because your life is very like you said, you just are okay with coming home, doing regular things, and that's it. You don't care about anything else, but it's like you just are okay with climbing a certain ladder, retiring at a certain age. We look at life as like, even when we didn't have all the money in the world, we still knew we was going to get it. You keep going back to regular, like, bitch, I'm regular. You want a job. You want a job to support your hustle. That's not regular. Most people don't do that.
I'm a regular girl.
That's not regular, Shanice.
No, I'm regular.
What
makes
about
me
those,
not regular? Like,
what about those people that like they're like millionaires, but they be in like regular clothes, shit. No jewelry. They drive like a regular Honda car,
and look at how they still live a certain type of way.
Not my son. What's his name? Facebook man.
I think those are like regular people.
The Facebook man and his wife.
Zuckerberg.
He's the most regular person I've ever seen in my life with so much fucking money.
But I'm not saying it's what you gotta wear as far as like
not even that what he's
like
wearing.
That.
His whole life is very regular. Like, what's that guy's name who got the bad news lady now? The Amazon
Bezos?
guy.
Jeff Bezos.
He used to be regular. He done got himself a bad bitch. Now that motherfucker is like on yachts. He was never like that.
Going into the
once he left his wife.
Right. Once he left his wife, he was no longer
his wife
regular.
was regular.
Right.
He didn't want to live like that. He wanted more out of life.
I think that's just the regular.
He had all
like,
them fucking M's. You think I want to be in a house with a bored ass bees? And I want to be in a house with a bored ass bitch?
She got bees now too.
Who, the wife?
She got like 40 billion.
And I'm sure
and she want to give every cent of
it away.
She want to give every single dollar of it away.
She's still regular. She wants to live regular life.
I think that I'm regular.
What's regular life when you got 40 billion? Like, what does that even look like?
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like I'm a pretty regular person.
Bitch, bye.
I don't know, but does not make me regular. I'm
You
regular.
don't even live a regular type of life.
I do.
Bitch, this right here, what we consider regular is somebody's extravagant.
Well, if we put it like that, then the scale is always going to be sliding.
Yeah.
Because there's never going to be a definition of regular. Because where this is somebody's extravagant, this is Shanice's regular. So it's just like she feels she's a regular person.
This is regular to me. Like, not like.
Whereas if Shanice was in Cardi B house, she might
think
be
it's
like,
just you gotta,
but Cardi
like,
gonna be like, this regular.
You gotta establish what regular is. I feel like everyone
establish a base definition.
has their own regular. Like, what's regular?
Yeah, this is regular. To me, this is regular.
But what I'm saying, how you gonna say this is regular?
Because that's what the regular looks like to me.
But before we was just saying how before this was a lot from where you came from. This isn't regular.
But now that you upgraded for this might be regular.
But it's regular right now. But most people would have took where she came from and never left because they okay with that life.
I wouldn't say most, but there's some.
Majority.
But see, that's the thing. That, like I said, this is extravagant to somebody.
To leave.
Right.
It's just who puts in the work to leave.
Right. That's what I feel like.
Everybody's
I feel like
definition of regular is going to be very different.
Yeah, I feel like I put in work to live a certain life, but that does not make me not regular. I just like certain things. If I like my son's father texted me and I said, I don't feel like I can do certain things. He said, are you stupid? I've seen you. He said, I seen you, Shanice. I seen you. I seen when you want a bag. I seen when you want a shoe. I seen when you want a car. I seen when you want to move. I seen what you do when you get in grind mode. I've seen you save money. I seen what you can do if you really want something. So don't ever say that you can't do it. This is something that I wanted. I worked for it.
Okay, and that's not regular, Shanice.
That should be regular.
But that's the thing. It's not regular. Most people, they want something like, damn, I could look at that car and be like, damn, I really want it. Okay, well, I guess I got to work harder for them to give me a raise. So one day, maybe I could get that. They are not going to go leave their job to go find something else and hustle to get what they want. They think it's out of reach.
But if you hustle, that doesn't hustlers doesn't.
But what I'm trying to say is, it's regular to us. We think this is a regular life. It's not somebody's regular life.
Right, like you said, the scale is always
it's always gonna slide because to somebody else, they're gonna interpret it as different. To us, it's regular, but to somebody else, it's not regular.
To me, not
like
regular.
To a homeless person, somebody living in the projects is extravagant. But somebody in the projects like this shit.
What I'm saying is, like, even if you are like. We say it all the time. You can live a 9 to 5 and just be accustomed to whatever. There's nobody saying that's an issue. I'm saying the non-regular person, non-regular is like, and I'm not even. We're regular. This is regular to us, but we always see life very different. Mm-hmm. You'll never be able to date somebody like with me and oh boy, I couldn't date him because you saw life too regular. Like, yeah, you have a pension, but what the fuck that gonna do for me?
See, for me, it don't matter. If you got a job, I don't care if you working 9 to 5. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
a perfect example of, like, it looks
but I'm
regular
okay
to me.
with a 9 to 5 if you have drive for more. Then, if you want to live in your childhood house for the rest of your life, that's not okay for me. That's not okay for you either. I don't know why you're laughing.
I'm laughing at you because you petty as fuck.
Childish.
You're petty as fuck.
Because that palm tree, shady. Yo.
I hope nobody watched this.
I really do too.
No, but that I get what you're saying, but I'm saying like
that's not regular, Shanice. Most people would be like, oh my God.
No, that's not regular to you. Like, that's not regular to them. But it's just like the bigger picture is just like somebody's version of non-regular is going to be somebody else's version of extravagant. Mm-hmm. Like, so it's no like such thing. There is no definition of like a regular girl because where Shanice feels she's regular, you feel like no, like you look at her as like no, you think bigger. She's like no, I'm regular. There's no one definition of it. It's going to continue to change based off perspective.
Right. Somebody might see me in a nice car and be like, "Oh my God, that car is so nice," and I'm like, It's a car. It's a car. It's a vehicle.
You walk up to a millionaire and be like, "Damn, that Rolls Royce is really nice," and be like, "It's okay."
You want
2019? They're gonna be like,
"You want to have it?"
Right? They're gonna be like, "It's 2019. This is not that big a deal." Yeah. And it's like a 2019. Still, it's still a nice car, but that everybody's it's just like beauty. Everybody's perception of beauty is different.
Yeah,
it's always gonna be like that. So I think I'm a regular, schmegular girl from the Bronx.
Shanice already told me her perception of beauty is me.
Here we go.
I did.
We can't go 2 episodes without a little.
I didn't do nothing all last
She just
episode.
right.
She was touching
We can't
me,
go 2 episodes.
She was touching me, y'all.
She was actually mad small.
Oh my god.
I shaved.
So would you allow a $75 to $100 allowance? Regular girl?
That's
not my
normal.
Girl. That's not
no, that's not my normal.
That's dumb girl shit.
Right. That's not my normal. So it may be regular to some
That's
girls.
some regular girl shit.
Some
No,
no.
that's some girl shit.
No, that's some girls' normality.
Yeah, that's some girl shit.
Yeah, like I'm not. That's not.
I mean,
Have
she
you
regular.
ever given a man money?
You look. Come on now. Who you talking to?
She said she rolled him in a wheelchair. She'll roll with a wheelchair.
Come on now. Would I ever give a man money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure, I'll give a man
Would
money.
you?
Would I ever give a man my check? No. Would I ever give a man money? Yes. I would buy a man something. I would take a man on a trip. I would
trying
do
to
those
start with
things.
me.
But I'm not about to be like, here, babe, my check is here. You can do what you want with it. Like, no.
Can I just get my 75?
Right.
Can
I get a
Like,
100
baby,
this
can
week?
I please get 100 this week?
I just do my eyebrows. Like,
You know.
I can't imagine.
Would you have you ever given a man money?
Yeah.
Would you today?
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
You was a fucking.
But you gotta like really like.
It's very, very circumstantial.
Yeah, you gotta really like that's an open question because yes, we
Okay,
all
so you
would.
asked the question.
To you.
Oh, you gonna skip that?
Do you trick?
And I do.
Oh Lord.
These are your big ones.
Tricky of them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, her trick, Dad.
I love doing nice things for my significant other if I have a significant other. Absolutely love it. Adore it. Like, I love seeing my person happy because
Yep.
for a lot of time, guys don't really expect things from girls. Guys don't expect a birthday trip or you to do anything for them out of the ordinary. So it's just like, oh shit, you did this for me? Like, I appreciate it. I don't mind doing anything for a guy.
Yeah.
Now, when we talking about me giving you my check just off the arm, like, oh, take my check and you do what you feel deemed necessary around here. That's like giving a nigga your taxes. Like, oh, baby, I flipped this. No, I would never.
I just don't understand. I just don't.
So you would never give a man your taxes?
No. Don't even look my way for
With
no
the
tax
baby or
bread.
without the baby?
Don't ask me for no tax bread. Because if we in January, that means we went through 12 months already together, which means we've already done shit. We've already flip-flopped. I've already passed you bread. You passed me bread. So you think I'm finna pass you my taxes?
I mean, I only got $74 back from my taxes. So
you need one more dollar to make me get what she get every week.
I got you, baby.
Listen, let me tell you something. Girl, if you out there giving your man your check, more power to you. That's fine. But that don't work around here.
No. It's no.
I'm not doing it. For many reasons, I'm not doing it.
No. And if he asking,
I went to work.
expecting.
I feel like it's a control, like that's a control issue.
Now, if she blowing the bread,
yeah, and then listen,
right, like, she blowing the
also
bread,
the
like-
other side of the conversation is like, how about if you have really poor money management? Like, I know I could have poor money management.
and still a nigga like, come on, give me the check.
No, it's like I know
Nah.
I have poor money management. So like at one point
So
in
teach
life,
me.
I
Don't
used to
rob
give
me.
my mom like $400 a week just to hold. Cause I'm like, I don't want to touch it. I don't even want to know I have it. Like, and I really ran it up like that. But I had poor money management.
Giving your mom $400 a week to save for you versus giving your man your paycheck is very different.
Yeah, but how about if like in her case, she's just real bad at money management.
And still saying, come on, give me your check. That just don't sit well with my spirit.
I can't. I gave my baby daddy.
Teach me before
I gave my baby father $10,000 to hold for me one time, and that shit lasted a week. And he called me like, Shanice, where the money at? I was like, he was like, where the money at, Shanice? He said, you know what? Never mind. And he just hung up like this bitch. Like sometimes my money management could be really, 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 really poor, really poor.
I mean,
So I have to give the money to somebody that's like in fucking Nova Scotia.
What?
To not like get it
And
back
I'ma still
I'm
find a way to
act,
get it.
right? I'm on
I
my
be
money
like,
back.
cash at me.
See, for him, like I gave him I let him hold my bread, and I knew where he put it at, so it was just like that was kind of pointless.
He was in there pinching off it.
I took the whole drink.
Oh, well, there's
Whole thing.
that. Robbed him of your money.
Yeah, he was like, "Where the money at?" He mad calm, like, "Shanice, where's the money?" I said, "I needed it." He was like, "Where's the money?"
Wait, you spent 10 bands on a week?
What you do?
Day.
What you do with it?
I bought shit.
Like you went shopping.
Like what kind of shit?
Shanice.
Nice stuff.
See, that's the problem. Like I would have,
But I was gonna get it right back, so I didn't really care.
I would have whooped your ass.
he was just over me. He still bring that shit up. I call him right now, talk about it. He gonna be like, I don't even want to talk about that. Because it was supposed to, like, we were supposed to do something with the bread. Like, I had bread, he had bread. We kept, like, adding to it. And then.
See, that's different.
Oh, yeah, I would have
fucked up the house.
Yeah. But his money is going to come back.
No,
money.
but
see,
no.
Look at her face. Look at her face. That's how she truly believe that shit, y'all.
And dude, he know it. He said it too. He said it himself. I see what you can do. Like, yeah, if it's money, it come back. But I just say that to say, like, some people have really poor money management skills. Yeah. Sis might have poor money management skills. You got to get that check up.
You might need that man. You might need that man to take your check.
I'm gonna find it.
Are we?
Especially if
do we know if this her husband or her boyfriend?
Right.
Well, it really don't matter. But
I think it got to be her boyfriend. It sounds too boyfriendish. But that's the only.
I think she said husband.
That's the only pass I give is if you got poor money management skills and it's affecting the household. Because I know a real life couple who have the girl has poor money management skills. My man. I know a real life couple who has the girl has poor money management skills. They have, I think, 3 kids, and he was giving her the money to pay the bills, and she wasn't paying the rent.
That's different. You lose your privileges, right? Like, okay, you lose your little privileges.
Now I gotta treat you like a child.
You about to get us fucking evicted, so bitch, speed that. I need that. But like, in that, like, if that was, even if it was just like our checks go into a joint account, okay. That shit said, my check gets direct deposited into my man's account. So which means you don't have access to it. And then he gives you what he feels is adequate for you to have for the week. And then furthermore, it's just like you can't even do all the things for yourself, which would be self-care, that you want to do. So it's like, damn, if my pedicure is $75, I'm woofing my eyebrows for another week. And if my eyebrows cost $25, only got $50 for my nails, like what we doing?
And I'm still asking you for money throughout the week.
And
I done blew that.
But that's the thing. Do you ask for more money? Is he giving more money, or is that your money for the week?
Well, how much are you making? $300?
She might be making
it's
a couple a band.
We need more context behind this because that's
but
crazy.
Does the amount matter?
I had a joint account once in my life. I had a joint account one time, and the whole thing was, this is how much we need for bills. I don't care what you do with your money. Don't pocket watch me. Cool, right? This is how much I need every week, to make sure our bills, because everything was on auto pay. Mm-hmm. So we're not doing it every whatever. And I would go into the account, and the account would be missing money. And I used to be like, go through it. And I used to be like, quick check, this, that, like stupid shit. Why are you taking money out of this account? Oh, well, I didn't have money in my account. Okay, so that means you couldn't buy it.
Right.
And then it was like, I felt like somebody's mom. It's like, why am I telling a grown man that he shouldn't be spending our bill money?
Yeah.
Because $20 here and $20 there and $20 here, that shit add up. And trust me, I spend money the way I don't need to spend money. But then sometimes I really look back at it and I'm like, you ain't need to do all that.
I think the moral of the story here is, based off your story, is if you are not adult enough to
handle money,
you probably shouldn't live with somebody.
Period.
If somebody has to take your check.
And I feel like that's a very big, that's why they say, like, before you marry somebody, live with them. Mm-hmm. Because you see the person for truly what they are in and out. You see their money management. Because at the end of the day, when you live in your house and I live in mine, everything is great.
You leave that laundry right there on the floor.
Yeah, like
dishes in the sink.
From what
lights
I see,
living life like it's golden.
What I see, it seems like you're living just perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. But in reality, who knows if you're paying late fees every month?
Yeah.
Who know? Like at one point in my life, I'm sure I looked like I had it all figured out because I lived a certain way. I owed them 1,000 and some change in late fees. Like
that little 226 be adding up.
What? Bitch.
Grateful for that extra 2 days they gave us. Grateful for the extra 2 days.
Because they didn't even give us grace in this bitch. You ain't paid by the first, you had to pay by the third. I said, well, goddamn.
We get to the fifth.
We get to the fifth now. But they added extra fees and shit.
I haven't experienced that lately, but at one point in life I did. And my whole thing is like, when you live with somebody, there was one time, and I'll never forget it because it was July 4th weekend. And I was working in the club. My hours were crazy. So I said, go to the bank, get a certified check, and deposit it. Because if you don't deposit it now, the 4th of July, whatever, and we were going to be late. The boy never put the rent in the Dropbox, and we got hit with a late fee. Because by the time they got it, it was already too late. Damn. So I'm like, bro, you have one job. Like, one job. Now it's an extra 200 and some change.
$226.
Because, no, I think at that time that it was even more. It was like $250. I used to pay $250. Because it's 10% of your rent.
Well, I don't know. My shit $226.
But
blessings.
Anyways, I was like, bro, you have one job, and then that was certain things. Like, after living with somebody and after seeing things, it's like, bro, I can't be with you. Like, we can never have a family or certain things. If I gotta pocket watch you all the time, we're never gonna work.
But that's why they say it's important to talk about finances early on.
You gotta talk about finances. You gotta talk about parenting skills. You gotta talk about what you believe in, how you spend holidays,
making sure your values align.
I don't care how much you talk about parenting, you'll never know
until you're a parent.
Until you're a parent.
I heard that too.
You'll never know. They be like, oh, y'all just be having kids with anybody, or you don't really know them. You never know somebody until you have a child with them. Yeah, like, you'll never know. It's kind of like a guessing game. People switch up. Yeah,
that's.
So you could just watch them and be like, oh my God, he's so good with kids. Oh my God, like he's such a good dog dad.
Do his own.
So y'all have a kid together, and everything changes. He might get jealous. He might be overbearing. For real, people look at that and be like, oh my God, he's such a good dog dad. Like, no. Oh my God, he's such a great uncle with the kids. Yeah, because he's picking them up and dropping them off. Yeah. Like, financially, he's good. He might not be financially when y'all have that kid.
Wait to be a funkle.
You say what?
Can't wait to be somebody uncle.
No, funkle.
Funkle?
Fun uncle.
The fun uncle.
Period, JoJo.
Okay, close enough.
I'm be how I am with her, so we could do whatever with me.
Ooh. After living with somebody, after living with a man, I ain't rushing to it.
Yeah,
I ain't rushing.
I think all three of us stand on that right there.
Bitch, like we can.
I think about it sometimes because
I do too.
I think about it and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Like, company be cool, but then it's like.
So what you doing today?
Sir, go home.
I remember one time somebody hooked their PS5 to my TV.
Oh!
I almost lost
Kim,
it.
no.
And it was loud. I was like, turn this down right now.
The PS5 means that moved in. That means
I don't desire.
You pack up a whole fucking game system.
What would it take for you to be like, all right, I can do this again?
And I'm in love. Like,
yeah.
When you by yourself,
you took me out the streets.
But when you by yourself for so long after living with somebody, it's just like it's a little scary. Like, I don't know if I could do this again.
Like, there was a point where I had dated somebody and they was like, if I had, like, they would always talk about, like, a man cave. I'm like, you ain't getting no fucking man cave. Like, blah, blah. Like, I was listen.
I'll give it to you.
Whoever I marry, I don't care if it's just us two. We got no kids. We have to have a 2-bedroom apartment. We just need space.
We get married. We need a house. We need a condo. Because
you open that door, my allergies is dogging me.
It's your house.
I'll be sick.
What?
If, like, I'm living with my girl, she'd say go sleep in the other room.
No, it's not even about, like, it's not even like go sleep in the other room. It would be more so like,
you need your space.
Sometimes you just need a second. And like,
and the living room don't be it.
It is for me. I need to see what you're doing.
Imagine. I need to see what you're doing. It's crazy.
Because why you close the door?
But see, that's you
don't love me?
Here we go.
You hate me?
Here we go.
Did I do something wrong?
I asked that question for y'all 15 years together.
I was with somebody for almost 10.
He did what? What's that?
I was with somebody for almost 10.
When?
My baby father. We was together for 7 and on and off for like.
And you ain't get tired of him?
You got tired of me?
You didn't get tired of him?
No, because me and my son's father we were friends. But we didn't do everything together.
Well, see, that's the thing.
Some people
did y'all live together?
Yes.
For that 10 years?
We lived together for 5. We lived together for 5.
And you enjoyed
the
whole 5?
We lived basically more than that because when we started dating, after I was staying with him almost every day. And then I moved and then he came and then we just moved in together. We was best friends, so it's a little different. Like, getting tired of him every single day now.
I don't think that people necessarily get tired, but it's also, you are a human being. You're individual. Like, you want space. Every day for years, you come home to somebody being in your space, regardless of how your day went or anything like that. Then you're a unicorn, Shanice.
No, I don't think I'm a unicorn, but he had a life.
I do think that the friendship aspect, and I never really understood it until now. Like, even certain conversations I had with people, like, at one point, I would have thought about it or felt some type of way because my emotions was there. But then it was like, we grow a friendship. So now it's like, the same way I would talk to her, she wouldn't say something to me and I automatically get super defensive because I have feelings. It's like, I would take it and be like, yeah, like, my friend got my best interest. Sometimes for us women, our girl and our man can say the same thing, but we get very defensive when it comes from our man.
I think that's different than needing space, because it's one of those things where it's like, of course, your partner.
No, I think you need to have a life. Both of y'all have a life separate, and y'all come together and have a life together.
Yeah, but it's a lot of women, married women, that I talk to on a regular basis that have been married in the double digits. That'd be like, I like my space. I enjoy my.
But
space.
I also feel like, and for living with somebody for so long, we sense when we need space from each other, because we off. So he's gonna go outside.
But so that's why it's like, it's important that
he's gonna come in when I'm asleep, and we start this shit all over again tomorrow. And if I still need space, he's gonna take his ass outside.
But it's not even an anger space where it's just
not anger. I'm just saying, like, we not even really vibing right now because we just been around each other for 3 days. Like, the pandemic was a real
a test of a lot of relationships that did not make it.
Yeah, like, we was around each other, like, and then I went through a depression in the pandemic because everything on TV was sick. And I noticed too during the pandemic that all the commercials that come on is medication, or you have this, or what's that thing called that nobody can pronounce? Like, it's always something sick. And then on top of that, it was COVID. So now I'm trapped in the house. Y'all telling me people are dying left and right. Y'all telling me I might die if I catch this thing. Now I gotta wait it out if I catch it. If I don't pass day 7, if I start feeling sick within day 7, I was overwhelmed. So that for him to have to deal with that, like, I was in the bed for 3 days straight, no TV, no nothing, just in the bed, like, yo, just waiting for doomsday. Like, when am I gonna catch COVID? When am I gonna die? Like, like, losing my mind. So it's just like,
I was outside hustling.
I was not, because I'm like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I was doing highlights on somebody.
No, I was like, I'm gonna die. So for him, it was just like, Shanice, like, he was like, Shanice, call a hotline. Call a hotline.
What?
I'm like, no. He was like, call somebody. And I felt bad for him because, like, he trapped in the house with this crazy ass bitch who thinks she gonna die from COVID, and she's just like going through it. And then after that, it's just like, okay, let's do something different. He would go run. I would go run. He would go run and have a good time. I would go run and come back and get on the scale, and I gained 3 pounds. Now I'm even more depressed.
It was muscle. It was muscle.
I was over it. So it was just like a lot of shit in the pandemic was just like a lot. And then it's just like, okay, the first couple of weeks we playing cards, we having fun, we playing games with the baby. I'm tired of playing cards. I'm tired of cooking. I'm tired of running. I'm tired of watching TV. I'm tired of being sad. And now I'm taking it out on you. And now you can't go out and do your normal, like, oh, she got an attitude, I'm going outside with my mates today. So now we got to see if we stand the test of time. And I don't think we did. I think we broke up during the pandemic. Yes, we broke up. I had COVID. My baby father was in Houston. He came back from Houston. Yes, he was in Houston.
Wow.
But whatever I found out before he went to Houston. But I had COVID, and I said, I don't want to work myself up and die. Swear to God, I told myself that. I said, I don't want to work. So after day 7, I talked to him. So I'm like, yo, I don't care if I got COVID, we're going to talk. So he came, and he stood like over there, and I stood over there, and I was like, this is just not going to work. Like, it's just too much. And he was like, all right. And I was like, that's all you got for me? He was like, okay. And I was like, we'll talk about it when I don't have COVID anymore. And we did not survive COVID. Like, we did not survive the pandemic. A lot of relationships do not stand the test of time when you really have to spend time with somebody.
But I also, in piggybacking off of that, like, I think a lot of people forget that relationships are consistently work.
Right. Yes.
I think they feel like at some point the work stops, and it's just like, that's some of the hardest work you want to do in your life.
Right.
Which is figuring out how to stand the test of time with somebody to get to the finish line, whatever that might look like.
And then I feel like, to be devil's advocate to that, it's like, yes, relationships are a test, and they're always going to be a test, and it's always going to require work. But you also need to accept when you're in a relationship with the wrong person that no matter how much work you put in,
waste a lot of time.
You're not supposed to be with that person. If it doesn't feel right in your spirit, if you envision life and it's like, this isn't it, like, but you, most of the time you knew from the beginning. And I said this before, like, there has been a situation that I was in and I knew from the beginning. I just kept testing it and putting more work into it. And work and more work and more work until I had to wake up one day like, bro, it's just not him.
I'm
like,
tired.
I am depleted. No matter how much you work, and then it's like society makes you believe like, oh, you really gotta, especially for you, right? Like y'all had a kid, y'all was together almost 10 years. Oh, you just gonna give it up like that? Like, oh, you not gonna try?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all was best friends. Like. That guilt will keep you in some situation longer than you need it to be. Like, and I'm not saying that's not your person, but I'm saying is that's not your person right now.
Yeah.
Like, you get me? Like,
I'm a firm believer in saying if it's meant to be, it will. Like, if let it go, and if it comes back, then it's meant to be. Sometimes it might have to go 3-4 times and come back.
It's a boomerang.
It's a boomerang.
Like,
right.
Here we come again.
Right. But I also feel like too, for my own situation, is like, as like what you said, like if it's not meant, then it's just not meant. I spent all of my 20s with one person. In that time, he was flourishing, doing his thing. He was dating. He was doing whatever he wanted to do. I didn't do any of that in my 20s. I was with one person from 21 to basically 28. And then now it's just like I'm reliving my 20s at 31. And it's just like, for him, it's just like, Shanice, you not ready to settle down? No, bro, because I was with you.
I just got out here.
Yo, I just came outside for real. Like, you was outside. You was in a relationship and you was outside. I was in a relationship trying to play house.
But that happens so many times with us, like with women. Like, we be the ones that play house and men be outside doing a big one. So by the time it's like, all right, we done, stop sipping the Kool-Aid, and it's like, now it's time for me to be outside. Bitch, you damn near 35 talking about,
so it's,
I'm out here.
Yes, and I say that to say it's important to, like Kim said, when if it's just not suiting you and it's just not working out, you might have to let it go. Date. Y'all need to date. Like, I got it. Tell a young girl all the time, date, have fun. Have fun, date.
Yes. Have fun, date. Like I posted, return every text message until he be taking you serious. Until he be serious. Yeah. Because women, girls, whatever, we end up getting the short end of the stick trying to play wife.
And then we look like we out here like chasing something. I ain't chasing nothing. I'm doing what you did when you was in a relationship. Now I'm single doing it. I'm just enjoying myself. I'm having a good time. I'm dating, and I was like, girl, like, relax, like, you just out here, you dating, did it? Like, yeah.
May the best man win. It's
I'm
Hunger
dating.
Games. I do not believe in double standards, and date them all.
That's what I was saying, like in the last one,
Maybe
where I said like,
date them all.
Right.
Somebody commented like, oh, every 6 months, you know how many guys she's sleeping with in a year? First off, technically, if we were going to say 6 months, it's only 2. It is only 2. So relax. But why would you think that every time we talk, we always got to have sex? Like,
I was thinking about that. I was in the house and I was like, the way like people be commenting on certain things, everything we talk about when it comes to dating and entertaining is we never say anything about sex. Everything does not revolve around sex.
My longest situation, I barely got
touched. Like, okay.
The wildest thing to me is that they think that you be doing it. Like, Kim don't even like these people for real. She like, come on now. Like, y'all just be that comment, that 6 month comment was so far fetched. I'm like, bro, like, just because you saying like after 6 months, if it's not working, I'm not gonna give the situation any more attention. That does not mean after 6 months, who's next? That's not what that was.
And then y'all really acted like after 6 months, it was like,
who's next?
It was like, it's June 1st, 2024. It's over.
That is not what she meant. She just said she dates for 6 months. If it does not work, which I respect, because I'll just date until we don't speak no more.
And you know.
Right. So
6 days.
her having a cutoff period is actually a good thing. Like, she's not going to keep stringing the situation along and it's dead.
But yeah, I was thinking about it. I'm like, everything, it's so funny how everything ends up getting equated back to sex or being promiscuous or whatever. And we never, like, we barely talk about sex or even mention it. And I was like,
I'm sorry to break it to y'all, but the 3 people on this couch, I'm probably the least freaky. So,
Wow.
wow, how we get there?
Because we can take it there. Cause
How we get there?
I don't do nothing. Okay?
At all, same.
I don't do nothing. I read the Bible.
You saw me in the comments quoting scripture. Mm-hmm. Y'all know what I do.
Kim got the nerve. Nerve of you.
I'm just saying, if we gon'
How we get here?
But anyways, what I was saying is that I know this is probably the first time in my life I don't feel like I finally feel like I know myself. And before it was like I put my life on hold to find love or to make this love work. Yeah. Or, you know, I wanted to be this girlfriend, this wife, this mother so bad that I was willing to not be myself for it. So then it's like, in all actuality, the only person I shorted was myself. Because it's like, it took me so long and losing so much to really figure out who I was. Like, me and Shanice were having the conversation the other day, and I'm like, certain people don't even know my personality for real because they never got the chance to witness it because I was too busy pretending to be somebody else. Like, I didn't let people see I was funny because it's like, even like, I still to this day have an issue when I say like, now he can't see me being tender. And Shanice tell me all the time, like, what the fuck is the issue with being tender? Like, you supposed to be like that.
I'm a tender bitch all day.
But, you know, there's just certain things where it's like you was
trained
to be a certain, you know, like, to act a certain way. Like, oh, no, you can't act like you care too much because, you know, like, there's just certain things that you were taught. And it's, like, the wrong way of being taught. Like,
as a woman, though.
As a woman, yeah. Because it's like,
because guys say that they tender, and I get it. Like, oh, I can't be too tender on a girl, which is like, I can't. Like, for me, for instance, I'm going to call. I'm going to call, I'm going to text, you know, what's going on? We into it? That's my favorite line. We into it? Because we could talk about it. Like, what's going on? And for Kim, it's just like, no, if we not talking, we not talking. No, is we into it.
You dating me, we going to communicate and
yeah, so for Kim, here. That's what's like, up? To her, that's tender. Like, no, are we weird. Kim is like, if we not speaking, we not speaking. Blizzard, big Blizzard energy. Like, Kim is going to block.
I can't.
I want to talk.
No, I need to. I'm banging your line because
she's not. To her, that's tender to her. To me, I'm a woman. I'm soft. Okay, I want to talk to my man. I want to talk to what's going on? Did I feel like what happened?
Meanwhile, see, I'm like, you know, I'm black and white. What's up? Is we still on or we not? What's the problem?
Kim is like,
Kim like, I don't give a fuck what it is. Like,
yeah. Because she can't be seen as deemed as weak or tender or like she don't want nobody thinking like, I got her right where I want her.
It's more courageous to actually attack the problem or go head first into the problem and figure it out rather than not.
No, I definitely, like I say it to y'all all the time. Like, and now I'm starting to witness, because like we mention it all the time and it's like, we're not going to keep saying it, but I was brought into a certain life at a very young age. Mm-hmm. So it's like, and let's not even talk about bartending. We'll talk about childhood stuff. We used to go through things and it was like, okay, and you got to go out and pretend like nothing ever happened. So you don't talk about nothing. You don't act like nothing happened. You don't cry. You don't do nothing. Like nothing. A sign of weakness was not allowed. So that's how I lived life. I kept it pushing. Then that converted into me being in the nightlife. And for nightlife girls, it was always like, girl, you can't see, like, you can't let him see you like that. You got to always one up on them. Or, oh, they can't see you, you know, fold. Or, you know, they play games, so you got to play them back. And you got to do this and you got to do that. I was 19. My mind wasn't even fully developed yet. So it's like all that time, I thought that's how you were supposed to be. I failed myself because I don't know how to communicate my feelings. I care, but I have to act like I don't care. So only person I'm really hurting is me. And then it's like communication be trash. We be beefing with people we don't want to beef with. Like all them shits is. So when I say with y'all, my goal moving forward is to be like that. Like,
I'm gonna hold your hand.
I be on her phone sometimes. Like, what you so scared to say? I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, because I'm really
There's
dismissing.
even days like saying I'm like, oh baby, I miss you. Like, shit don't be for certain people. It don't be easy.
I agree with that. But that's also how I operate with y'all. Know how I operate in my love life, I guess. I ain't saying we not there.
I'm a steak tender.
But you also like my man. I am not out here like my man, nothing.
Even if I'm not my man, like we gonna communicate some type of affection. I like affection. I need like you to show me. You know why though? Because I also come from like guys who are not affectionate. So now it's like, oh, I'm meeting guys who are a little more like, oh, I miss you, and it's like.
I'm like that when we're together. I'm like that in person.
Like, oh, you miss me. Like, oh, you expressing your emotions to me. Like, I love that. And when you give it to me, I'm gonna give it right back. I'm not about to play with nobody.
I never noticed how much I love affection until I was with somebody that was very affectionate.
It's the best.
And I think that's what blinded me to like everything else, because it was like he was so loving that it was like, you have to love this person. Like, you have to love him because look how he shows you he loves you. But it was like, okay, yes, he shows me he loves me, but he's also not healthy for me. So it's like, it got to be a
balance.
Yeah, because it's like, I want my man to be tender for me and I want to be tender for him, but I don't want you to gaslight me.
Right.
And being
to get
soft,
the tenderness.
and then, right.
No, yeah, I completely agree. I find it easier for me to be affectionate in person, more affectionate in person, than like out. Like when we're not together. But when we're not together, I'm also not communicating with you every day or like around the clock. So I guess I bottle all of that up and save that for when we're together. When we're together,
you're very dry. Are you affectionate?
Yeah, for sure.
A little for show.
I cannot see it.
I can't.
Eyes open or closed.
I
cannot see it.
I feel like JoJo low key for the special whatever is a crazy lover boy.
With you. And I don't fuck with a lot of people, so it's like
I feel like it's hard to get to that part of JoJo, but once you do, it's golden.
Yeah.
Period. All right, you keep that thing.
So
tucked,
like,
okay?
even like when y'all go through like, say like relationships.
I'm probably the best person to go through problems with.
Why?
Cause it's none.
JoJo's
you gonna talk about it?
We not fighting. We not doing none of that. We not about to act out of character.
But how about if she act out of character?
That's a king
I'm about
right
to drop
there.
one.
That's a king right there. Copy paste. Copy
No.
paste.
How about
gems for the
if
guys,
she
Joe.
act out? How about if your girl?
Cause I be looking at shit like this, like, and this goes with friends, family, all that. Like, I'm young, but I still know I'm not gonna say nothing I don't mean. So it's like, we arguing. If I know I'm gonna stay with you, I'm not about to snap on you.
That's me.
Yeah.
Cause I know after this we still
That's
gonna
me.
end up together.
That is me.
And then if I know I'm gonna break up with you after this, I'm not gonna snap on you. Cause why am I wasting my energy on someone I'm not even gonna be
JoJo
with?
is so me. I'm like that. Like I always say when people are in arguments and they say anything that to hurt you or to cut deep, they meant that.
Yeah,
I don't do that.
no
I'll
moment.
tuck it forever. Like I just won't say it. Like I'll eat that. Like whatever.
It's
Once
just
tell
you
me
thought
something,
that
it's over.
since you was mad, it gives you an excuse to say it.
Yeah, and then be like,
Because then I'm the type of person you can't double back and say sorry
Yep,
for
you
that.
can't take it
'Cause,
back though. Once it's already come out your mouth, you got word vomit.
Yeah, you gotta
That's
stay.
it. You gotta stand on
it.
That's literally
And I'll
how
bring
you
that
been
shit up
feeling,
forever.
and this is your moment to shine. And it's just like, yeah, once that shit is out, ain't no taking it back. Like that's how you been.
Some guy
feeling.
told me, hit me up after you get surgery. I said, you gotta stand on that. You got. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was like, no, you gotta stand on that. Stand
Yeah,
on
like
that
when
player.
I'm going through it with somebody, I'm gonna just, you tell me how you feel, I'm gonna tell you how I feel, then what we could do from there.
And if how you feel is on some wild malice shit, like drunk, sober, angry, happy, we good. We good.
Yep. And that's
Once you
exactly
show
how I
me
handled
that,
it. I was like,
We good.
understood.
Say
Crazy.
less.
Because I'm not about to wild out, especially when I know, like, I love you, I got feelings for you. Like, I'm not
I ain't gonna
about
lie,
to
be
snap
hard
on
as hell
you.
to bite that bullet, but I bite it every time.
What?
Like I don't
That-
like
that-
shit.
okay.
I know I could say. Like I know
Tear you
I
up.
could tear you to pieces in here, but I'm gonna tuck that because
I think that's why, like, in the situation I was just saying, like, there were certain things that bothered me about it. Did I feel that type of way? Yes. Do I wish I let certain things get the best of me and how I said it? No. Because it's like, now I had to stand on something I don't want to stand on. Like, and it was kind of like a, Like, that's why I woke up like, what the fuck did you do?
Oh, yeah.
I think sometimes people feel like,
And like hearing somebody not saying nothing back to you, just being like, I'm just OD disappointed in you. It was like, I mean, say.
I don't.
So I feel
Once
like
it come
sometimes
out, I mean,
people just have to say something. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be looking at it like, if I really don't know what to say, I'm not just gonna say something just to say it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm quiet.
What's
If I don't
crazy-
know what to say, like we wrapping this up. Like I have enough information on the situation.
But there's most people who just like, they'll say something just because they feel like we arguing, we supposed to say shit. Like,
sometimes some conversations I have to have in person. I cannot have via text. Like, I'd be like, oh my
yes,
gosh.
I agree.
I cannot text it because it's giving you too much time to run away. It's giving you too much time to not answer. It's giving you too much time to think. Like, now we got to hash this out right now. I got to know exactly
and then
how you
text
feel.
is hard because you never know how they say it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got into a little thing last week, but it was just miscommunication. Like, I read it
Text.
a certain way,
Yeah.
but it wasn't supposed to be read that
I'm
way.
telling you, I have to tell my mama, stop texting the cab. Like, people think you yelling,
But
girl.
some people,
Relax.
but some people don't even be open to hearing, like, you know, you may have read that in the wrong tone. The other person sometimes don't be like, you know what, that's true. They be like, no, you said what you said. No, but the tone you read it in it is very different than what I meant it.
Right.
And that's a big thing that just a lot of people just will not acknowledge. Like, tone versus what is actually being said.
Yep.
That changes the dynamic of a whole conversation.
I need to speak in person. We got to talk in person. Like, I'm over the texting and the phone call thing. Because once you hit me with the, I'm going to call you back, now I'm livid. Now I'm hot. Because right now you choose to
I'm
want
here with it.
now you want to call me back. Like, what is that? And I'm deep. I'm getting it off. And you talking about, yo, I'm going to call you right back.
I had
got
a
a box on the
conversation
corner.
this week. And I had the conversation and I wasn't satisfied. I want to say like maybe 5 minutes later, I was back in their face. We need to finish this conversation, or it's more to be discussed because it's the energy's still too weird.
Yeah, that's why I feel like even if it's an overnight, we wake up in the morning, we hit our shits. All right, babe. So let me just say, like last night, I don't like how we ended. So I honestly just feel like you just don't understand where I'm coming from, and this is what I'm trying to convey to you. I cannot do text.
I can't
because once the morning time comes, I no longer give a fuck.
I pray to be like my friend.
Once the morning time comes, I no longer give a fuck via text. Like, nigga, fuck you, fuck that. I don't even care no more. Moving right along. Now I got an attitude with you for the rest of the week.
I just can't do static.
Yeah,
I think that's why being friends is important.
it's so
Yeah.
important.
Because there's a
I
level
also
of
feel
respect.
like not
And
to
it's because like
defend
when
my
I'm not
behavior,
feeling you as my girl, we still friends though. So that,
There's a level of respect there where
Yeah.
you won't cross a
Yeah.
certain boundary or line.
and it's kind of like say like when the tension's weird. If we friends, we gonna find a way to just laugh.
Hello?
It
Yeah,
off,
me
you
and
know?
my
Hello?
baby daddy. Me and my
Yeah.
baby daddy. We went through the worst thing ever, and I was like, and still, I wanted to call him like, oh, yo, you seen such and such? Yo, you seen? But I'm like, damn, I gotta stand on business now because like
Oh my God,
we
that'd
into
be
it.
bad.
We into it. But that was still the first person I wanted to call.
yeah, not to defend my behavior, but I feel like a lot of my situations that's where I fucked up at. Is like I was in situations with the wrong people who didn't bring out the best of me. They actually put me in situations that brought out the worst of me. Like, if that makes sense. That makes sense.
They didn't bring out the best in you. They brought out the worst in you.
Yeah, like their situations and who they were and how they carried themselves. It was like at first, it was like, you know, I went to go feel it out. And then once I saw it and I saw what they was taking me into, it's like, oh, you wanted to take it there, but I'm going to take it there first. And that's really the issue. But if I met somebody and I had a friendship and we had good, like, I don't feel like I would be like that at all. Like, I think the same way I am with y'all. Like, I don't ever come at my friend sideways.
Oh, you don't? No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Oh, you don't get the sideways? I get sideways.
No, the fuck
Left,
you don't.
right.
The fuck?
I think that's
No, we
my
have
most
healthy
important.
communication.
Like,
What, friendship?
you
It's
have
so
to be my
important.
best friend.
A lot of people don't look at their partner as a friend.
Nah, if we can't act like we cool, it will never last.
That-
And
yeah.
it, like I think it gets confused with like, yeah, we have good times with each other, but it's just like,
Nah, you're not friends.
No, we gotta
how
be
you would
friends,
treat your
like-
your bros or how you treat your sis, like that's how you need to look at me. Certain lines you ain't gonna cross with them. You need to look at me and regard me in the same way, and a lot of people don't in
I
relationships.
had a conversation with somebody from way, way, way in the past, and I was like, we were never friends, which is why
Right.
we
I
never
had
worked
the
out.
same
And I said,
conversation.
I'm like, now I said, not that I want to date them, but I said now, like, I would like to know what it's like to be your friend.
Yeah.
Like, not dating them, but I want to know what it's like to be your friend.
I definitely had that
we were never
conversation.
friends.
Like, why are we not
They
friends?
were like, yeah, we kind of just jumped into it. Like, yeah, you know, no shit, Sherlock, we did. Now it's like, what do people like about you so much? I liked you because I was attracted to you. I was interested in you. We had a sexual chemistry. But what do people actually like about you that I didn't see? So, damn. So I want to be your friend. I'm interested in getting to know you and be your friend.
I literally had the same conversation recently too, because it was like, when you're in a situation, especially for the first time and you're attracted to the person, I think friendship kind of like
takes a backseat.
They're kind of like off it. And now it's like we in a different position now. So it's like we're really mad cool. Like he was able to tell me certain things and me be receptive. He's like, damn, you're mad mature now. It's like, it's not mature. It's like, bro, like, this is
I've always been like this.
Like I've always been like this, but now it's like we're really friends. Like I could see you for who you really are and know your intentions are pure versus before I was attracted to you and like we had a relationship. So it was like I didn't know your intentions. I'm like, oh, he's trying to get one up on me. I don't feel that way no more. Like we really cool. And he had asked me something like, oh, say blah, 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 and I got it on Instagram, would you care? Or something like that. And I'm like, no. I'm like, we're cool. Like, I can know you can, like, all the bitches picture in the world, we're cool. I know how you be coming. Yeah. Versus before, I looked at you like a thirst bucket. Like, because how I felt about it. But now it's like, we're cool. We understand each other differently.
That was the same conversation I had. And it was like, they was laughing so much, and they was like, yo, you're mad funny. Like, I never realized that. I said, yeah, because we were never friends. Like, I was just your girlfriend, and you was my man, and everything you did, I was like,
I was a crazy bitch.
Yeah, everything you did, it was under a microscope, so we were never friends. He was like, nah, I really do want to get to know you as a friend now, because, bitch, you're funny. Like, I know I'm funny, bro. Like, you just didn't get to know that because...
I could never be serious with someone I wasn't cool with.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, anybody, like, I met on some, like, I'm fucking around with you, it will always stay right there.
Yes.
But anybody I met on, like, I could just chill with you regular, it always ends up something more.
That's true. I think a lot of my, like, situations that turned into something, like, more, it was always somebody that I've already knew, and we were already friends. Like, it's the newcomers that come along, and it's just like, oh, yo, what's up? You cute. I like you. I want to get to know you. And then your version of getting to know me is, what's your favorite food? Where you like to go? What's your hobbies? All right, let's go on a date. Let's have sex. All right, it ain't really go that far. That's it. Like, nah. Like, it might last a little 6, 7, 8 months or whatever, but you never really got to know me, bro. It's the people who who spin the block. Like, that, we be friends. Then they spin the block like, yo, let's go on a date. Those situations last. Those situations always last. Because, like, we cool. Like, you know my personality before you got to know me as a girl you was interested in.
Right. I completely agree.
Pretty smacked.
No, what
time we at?
58.
All right, let's wrap it up.
I was just thinking.
Brittany cooking.
So date your friends. No, I'm just joking. And more
be friends before y'all start dating.
So what's up? No,
show. I'm telling y'all, Jojo, do me a favor. Make a show of all the times that Kim came on to me.
Just a nice, like, what is like a reel?
Make a reel. Like, just every time that Kim came on to me, every time she touched me, it's gonna be like 5 minutes. Because it's a lot of times. Look. See, there you go. Another look.
It's hilarious.
Look.
I'm gonna start touching Brittany.
No.
You said I'll swing that way.
Hey, listen, it's a clip in here where me and Kim like this. I was like, let me fucking move out.
But yeah, so like,
comment, subscribe. We will see you next time.
Bye.